welcome back to another episode of Hoops and Football. I am Shannon. Alright, so I am pre-recording these videos as I will be away for about a week or so, getting married to my lovely partner. So I won't be doing any reviews on the pretty much almost during the week. I think I'll get back home Thursday night. So I won't be doing many reviews. I won't do any reviews for after the game and all that stuff. So I thought I'll still release some content. So I kind of thought I'd do about a week, couple of videos worth of appreciation posts, which I've done a few. I've done Dow and Ken McIntosh. So I thought let's do Ben Miller. I think he's having an underrated season. Probably underrated last couple of seasons. I was listening to the Big Tugger Footy Cast on Wednesday night with Tiggs and Michaels, and there was a lot of hate comments going towards Miller, saying he is no good, he is a shit player. So I thought, nah, that's not good enough. So let's dive into Ben Miller. So as of this round, so we're going into round 16 now. So we would have just probably time these are up. It's been round 16. Aaron Norton, he kept Aaron. If we're going off just the last couple of games as an example, Aaron Norton goalless. I think he had like seven to 5 disposals, which is quite hard to do, as we've all known. Aaron Norton seems to have our number. He seems to use the Richmond games to kind of get his season going or get himself back on track, and he kept him goalless. Then Jesse Hogan, which was, I think it was 34 games in a row. I think it was 2023 was the last time Hogan had not kicked a single goal in a game. So he was almost on I think it was almost 2 years in a row where he went a goal every single game. I know people are trying to say it was team, but if you watch the game, Ben Miller is always around, and he's always, if he's not the direct player, he always seems to find a way back. And I was saying on the show that one-on-one, he's probably up there with one of the best players as a defender, percentage-wise, similar to like what Dusty was when he went forward. Dusty was the number one player, percentage-wise, in a one-on-one contest. Now, this was from a stat that I found from last year, and I'll read it to you guys. You can find this on the Richmond website. It's actually under Ben Miller's profile. So it says here, he played 21 games as a key defender and produced a great strike rate in terms of contested defensive one-on-one, losing just 19.4% from 72 contests. That is an insane percentage-wise, if you think about that, from last year. And that probably inflated a little bit, considering he had that end of the season where all the players probably really gave up, and Ben Miller you could see that the team was struggling, and it made Ben Miller look worse. He looked really bad for 5 weeks, and that's it. So out of 21 games, he had 5 bad games, and he was at 19.4% out of 72 contests. And I think he's done the exact same thing again. To me, he is insane. As a defender, to me, I'm probably trusting him as the one-on-one defender over Noel Bolter. I think his IQ is quite high for a defender as well. He seems to, if you go back to the Carlton game, it was Blight first of all on Charlie Curnow. Is it Charlie? No, so Tom. Jeez, I can't remember his bloody name from Carlton. Anyway, the defender, full forward from Carlton. It'll come to me eventually. Mackay, that's it. Mackay. And then, then Miller took on to him, and then he just bodied him. He used his body so well. You can see with his IQ that he knows where the ball is going to go. He uses his body really well to get the player off him, to get the ball. He's a very good mark. So we'll go from his stats so far. So 14 games he's played this season. So he's played pretty much, I think he's maybe missed one game. Just trying to think. I think he's played every game. So it's 14 games there overall. So he hasn't missed a single game. He's averaging 12 disposals. He's 8.5 kicks, which is good because he He's not that Noah Bolter where you kind of see him kick the ball and you freak out. I trust him kicking the ball coming out of defense more than I do Noah Bolter. Unless Noah Bolter's kicking it 65 to 70 meters away, then I don't care. His handballs are below average, but I don't mind it because he tends to. Why I think his handballs are below average at 3.5 is because, to me, he does more marking when he goes, because he's obviously one-on-one. So the ball comes to ground and he gets the smothers the player or gets it out of the contest, or he marks the ball, which most times as a defender, as at his skill set, kicks the ball away, doesn't handball the ball away, and I prefer that. His tackles are above average at 1.8. His spoils are average at 5 per game. It says intercept marks are at 1.6, which is good because it sucks that it's below average. You think you'd be above average or elite, or at least average, but I think it's because he kills the ball a lot more than he does mark it, which I prefer. I'm not a fan of big defenders who try and mark it, because a lot of times they end up dropping it, and then that brings in the defenses forward. So if you watch the games, he just jumps at the packs and smells the ball. So if we're talking about a player that gets a lot of hate, and I don't like it, and if I give you a bit of a rundown, he's actually in every statistical category, besides his spoils, he's actually having a career season. So he's raised his disposals up by 2 points. His kicking's gone up by 2. His handballing is the same. His tackles have slightly dipped by 0.1, which it's still above average. His spoils are 0.3 off, so 5.3 to 5 what he's getting. His intercepts have gone up. Sorry, over his career he gets 1.2. He's now at 1.6. So you can see this year he's actually improved. So he's getting better every year. And I think one thing people tend to forget about him is I think that people think he's played a lot of games because he's been around for so long. Like, he was drafted in 2017, so obviously he came in the year after we won the premiership, broke the drought, and you'd think he'd been around for going on almost up to 10 years now. You think he would play a lot of games, but he hasn't. He's played 60 games, and also I think what people need to remember, he was pick 63. So it's not like he was a top 10 or top 20 or top 30. He was I think it's a third to fourth round pick he was. So to get a third to fourth round pick to seeing what he's doing now is insane. So imagine if he's having a career season now, and he's probably shutting down most of the best forwards in the game. What's he going to be like when he's now got another 3 seasons under his belt and he's got 100 games under his belt? So I think it's time for all of us as fans to pull back and stop hating on Ben Miller. It's pretty full on. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you watch the game, he just looks shit." That's great. I don't care if he looks shit. If he is actually doing the job and his numbers are showing that he's actually doing a good job as well. To me, if he is manned on Aaron Norton like he did last weekend when he was playing the Bulldogs, did Aaron Norton kick goals when he was there the whole entire time? He didn't leave Aaron Norton's side. Aaron Norton didn't kick goals. Jesse Hogan didn't kick goals. So I think it's time for us to stop the hate and stop the hate and appreciate, because to me, he's a defender who's getting better and better, and he's getting to the stage now. If I'm picking a team for Richmond as a defender, he is probably probably is actually second behind Nick Vlostone as a defender. I'm taking Ben Miller. Ben Miller over Noah Bolter every day of the week. So stop the hate, start to love, appreciate Ben Miller. All right, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. Helps the channel out. Go Tigers and stay safe.